Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Every Movie Ever podcast. My name is Ben Groves.
My name is Rob McFarlane. Welcome to the show.
This week, buddy, we're back with our S Craig Zahler series. We're on
Fantastic
to episode
news.
number 2, covering his sophomore film, Brawl in Cell Block 99.
Oh, his sophomore film. Oh, okay.
His sophomore film.
Oh, okay. Oh, his second film after Bone Tomahawk that we reviewed the week before last. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, his
Yes.
sophomore film. Okay.
His sophomore film, yes. There you
yes.
go. I'm learning. I'm trying stuff.
You're skilling up, mate. I mean, it does sound like you're learning from Pornhub, but yeah.
I'm not skinning up. Skilling. Got you.
Yeah.
Skilling. Sorry.
Yeah.
Brawl in Cell Block 99 came out in 2017.
It did.
It cost $4 million to make.
Woo!
How much do you think this made at box office, Rob?
Well, seeing as his last one made
Fuck all.
I'm gonna hazard a guess and say we're covering him. You've heard of him. Generally, it takes a lot for you to hear about something.
Sure.
I would say this one did all right. I'd say this one did quite well.
Nice. Okay. Wrong, but
Right.
it's a pleasant guess. It
Right,
was a
okay,
nice.
yeah.
The thought was there. It was nice.
Yeah.
It did $79,000 worldwide.
Ooh.
79 grand
You should have
worldwide.
just got a loan.
Honestly,
You should have got a
buddy.
loan and put it in a high interest savings account. You'd have made more money.
Honestly, buddy, me and you could join an 80 grand loan. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, not with my credit history, but I do feel
fuck
like
your credit history. All right.
the quickest way to make 80 grand is to start with 4 million and make an S Craig Zahler movie. First question I have for you, Ben, after seeing Brawl in Cell Block 99. Why are you like this? Why can't you just be normal? Why can't you just be normal? You're the kid in the Babadook, just in the back, screaming.
Oh, was that your impression of the Babadook mum?
I can't remember her voice from the film.
I mean, she's Australian, but that's all right. That's a good one. I mean, I think this is a pretty fucking normal choice, man.
Okay, a normal choice in which a man stomps another man's face into a concrete floor and then drags that face across the floor such that the man's bottom jaw flips open like a Pez dispenser.
Yeah. But I'll tell you the sound on that, though.
A film in which a man snaps another man's arm like a sort of used Wagamama chopstick. You know when you're at Wagamama's?
Which one? He does that 3 times.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant which chopstick. I'm like, I do it to both, buds. Okay, there's a scene early on in the film.
Yeah.
It's the Street Fighter 2 scene, right? Vince Vaughn, massive dude, shaved head, crucifix tattooed on the back of it.
He's a fucking monster. He's a giant. I didn't realize how big he was.
Yeah, he's just been fired and he goes to open his locker. The fucking key snaps off in the lock.
Yeah.
So he rams his keys into the wall.
Yeah,
then he goes home, finds out his wife's got a hickey on his neck, sends her inside. She's like, no, we can talk about this. And he bangs his hand on the car. He's like, get in now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then he just fucking Hadoukens the car.
Yeah.
I have no idea how they did it because there is a literal one unbroken scene of just Vince Vaughn fisting a car window repeatedly until it's smashed.
So what he does is he breaks the window for real. He pulls the rear view mirror off for real. He breaks the wing mirror off for real.
What?
They're all slightly loosened. Like obviously the hood of the car or the bonnet as it's correctly
because at one
known.
point he literally lifts the hood of the / bonnet.
He fucking yanks it off. So that was like loosely in place. It wasn't like obviously it wasn't fucking
because when he threw it, it didn't do the Hollywood like it literally just hit dirt.
It's a real bonnet.
Like,
it's a real
it's a
car
real
that he
bonnet.
just kicked the shit out of for a bit. The thing that I read is that the props department they rigged the car so that Vince Vaughn wouldn't get hurt too badly.
Was that for insurance purposes or because they just weren't fans? There was a way it would have been totally safe. They're like, nah, leave it up to chance.
just let's see how far he's willing to go with this. Do you know what I mean? Vince, some of that car is pretty fucking easy to break. Guess which bit? All right, it's probably going to be the window, isn't it? Boom, no, boom, no, boom. Fuck.
Exactly that. As a model of show don't tell storytelling, which I think Craig Zahler does an incredible job of, he's shown just what this guy is capable of and just what kind of man he is. He's an ugly, imperfect, violent man who has the ability to be violent and doesn't particularly do all that well at holding it down. So you're like, oh God, this is going to go bad for the wife. Till he gets in and he sits down and he has an incredibly calm, measured conversation with her. He asks her, have you fallen off the wagon? She's like, no, did you? So immediately now with a question that deserves to be in this conversation between the two real people.
Definitely.
I now know something about them without them going, gee, this is just like that time when you were drinking 5 years ago before you quit because your brother died. It's just a nice bit of natural exposition.
Exactly.
And he then demonstrates all the ways in which he's learned as a person to manage all the stuff that Craig Zahler has just shown us.
Buddy.
It is incredible. He's learned to manage that propensity via violence and ugliness. And it also shows us that he loves his wife more than he's willing to listen to his nature.
Exactly, buddy. Fuck me. Brawl in Cell Block 99 can be broken down into 3 parts.
It really can.
The outside, which is before prison. The fridge, which is the first medium security prison that he goes to. And then Red Leaf, which is the maximum security prison where Cell Block 99 is housed. Yeah. The outside is the slow burn, the character development, obviously the world building aspect of the film, right? So you really get into like Bradley and his wife. But S Craig Zahler's got this hidden talent, and I don't know whether it's genius and or psychopathy, but it might be both. But he has this talent of, it doesn't matter how long someone is on screen or how little they say, you just get them. Like,
totally.
From how they are and where they're housed and the way the delivery is like given, it's you get so much from it, and I can't figure out how or why it's different to others, but it just is. It's like some weird little fucking magic thing that he's got going on at his fingertips.
For me, he goes, right, this character has only got 3 lines. What are they going to say with that? And how are they going to say it? And in what circumstances that informs their character the most? He's not using them. He's using them, there's a prison guard who's a boxing instructor. And so the 2 or 3 scenes that he's in are the only scenes he's in. And just everyone informs on that guy's character as well as moving the plot forward. At no point in an S. Craig Zahler film is it just the plot being moved forward.
Exactly. And that's what makes him fucking incredible at what he does. But the thing that bugs me about The Outside and the thing that hurts me about The Outside is, right, is, do you remember when Game of Thrones was good? Like season 1, season 2?
Yeah. Season 3, 4. Yeah.
So you remember when, like, after season 1, you were wary about which characters you got close to because you were like, I'm not going to see them for much longer because I like them. You know what I mean?
Quiet, Twitter. Don't let them know we like these people.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, all right? Everyone, no one go and see S. Craig Zahler films, okay? Oh, good job, guys.
No one did.
Yeah, well done. Nailed it.
Imagine if season 1 of Game of Thrones was called How Sean Bean Got His Head Cut Off.
Okay.
You're always kind of waiting. You're like, oh, it's gonna be this, right? It's gonna be okay. He's gonna beat the shit out of his wife, and he's gonna. And it kind of robbed from the film for me because I was like, oh,
right. So you're saying that the title of this film, Brawl in Cell Block 99, you were like, well, he's in prison then.
Exactly. And also it's marketed as a prison thing.
Yeah,
and obviously, I'm not a mental. I know you have to market a movie, but it's one of the reasons I tried to go in with as little as possible, as little of the trailer as possible. Because it's like, I would have enjoyed not knowing that he went to prison at all. And then that being like a, what? Moment in the film. Because as soon as those Mexican drug runners walked in, I was like, oh, it's this.
Right. Okay. But was it that?
I mean, lots of times.
Was it that?
Like it looked like lots of times it wasn't.
So let's look at it real quick. So the bit where he finds his wife cheating, sends her in the house, and he breaks a car. Were you sitting there thinking, oh well, this is how he goes to prison?
Yes.
But then
again
he doesn't,
and again and
right?
again.
And he has a moral moment, and you're like, holy shit, he's actually like a cool, calm, and collected, head screwed on type guy.
Yeah.
And then he goes by 18 months, and then he's doing a drug deal, and you're like, oh, is this where he goes to prison?
Oh, it's going to be this, yeah.
Oh, the Mexican drug runners come in. Oh, well, this is going to be it then, isn't it? But then time and time again, what he does is he uses these opportunities to show you the moral compass of Bradley.
True.
And what did you expecting him to do all of these bad things in these bad situations,
and then him show me that he didn't?
Exactly, man. Like you said earlier, show not tell storytelling. The fridge finishes up with a visit from Udo Kier. Udo Kier, or the Placid Man, visits with his insane fingernails. If you didn't notice them when you watched the film, go and watch it again, because they disgusting. Are creepy as shit. And honestly, it's the most uncomfortable thing in this film for me. Udo Kier's fingernails. It shows Bradley the image of his wife. We're going to cut your unborn child's limbs off, send them to you. There's a high chance that your child will survive to be born, just now limbless. And it will be your fault. Enjoy that. He obviously then snaps a guard's arm, kicks the fuck out of a few other guards, gets transferred to Red Leaf. And Red Leaf, buddy, is where we get S. Craig Zahler's signature pedal to the metal, 0 to 1,000 miles per hour. Vroom, vroom, buddy.
Do you know who Bradley reminds me of in this film more than anyone? Is Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin in the Netflix Daredevil and Echo.
Yeah. I haven't seen Echo, but yeah.
I haven't seen Echo yet. I hear it's brilliant. Okay. But Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin has got this massive tanky attribute. And it's exactly the same with Bradley in this. Like, he can just soak damage.
This is in the fridge. Like, when he's in the medium security prison,
so
this is when you get the first look at it, right?
Goes to prison and he starts having these physical fights. And you're like, okay, he's a big guy. But, like, the number of times someone just punches him in the stomach and it does nothing.
No.
And it's not does nothing in, like, a cartoony way. It's not like it then cuts to him and being like, oh, bucko.
Yeah.
Not me. It's literally just he then just twats him around the face. Do you know what I mean?
Was that your anime impression?
I don't watch a lot of anime, mate, all right? It's a weird one because in Bone Tomahawk, there was that real sense of like it was revving up and everything was getting faster.
Yeah.
Everything was getting more exciting and the stakes were getting higher.
Yeah.
The Red Leaf section, which is, you know, he's done the deal. He's got his transfer to a maximum security prison by hideously disfiguring some prison guards. So he's not coming out.
No. This is him done now.
Yeah.
It's him done. Right. It's all to assassinate one guy that Eleazar once killed.
And it turns out he's not even real.
Not even a prisoner.
It's a trap because Eleazar's in that block and he wants him to get there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so what happens is as the violence creeps up, the stakes actually get lower.
Briefly.
Because everything... You're like, is he going to get out? Is he going to see his kid? Is the kid going to be safe? Is this, that, the other?
Yeah.
And it's a slow reduction over the course of the film in what his opportunities and what his potential for change is.
I agree.
It's like the walls close in literally and figuratively. And there's a kind of weird melancholy that washes over me when we get there. There's a line where one of the guys across the hall says, oh, you got a girl? Yeah, I do. Will she wait for you? And then it pauses on her face and he does the sort of trademark Vince Vaughn smirk and he goes, well, she would have.
And
you're like, and that's the first point, you know, where you go, okay, he's going to do a thing here.
So this
and you know, all chances of a happy ending have sort of gone. And they were there. There was like chats with police officers where like at any point he could bring forward information and get a reduction in his sentence. My worry with exploitation cinema is always, is that extremity justified? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, is it just being used as a toy to go like, oh, look at the goo?
Yeah.
Or is it actually using it to sort of make the story more impactful and lend to character?
Yeah.
And yet again with this one, I mean, I say yet again, I've only seen Bone Tomahawk in this.
Yeah.
But Craig Zahler uses it 100% properly.
Yeah, of course.
Adding to his story.